chair over there in the corner. You take care of you at the hospital?
Yeah, somebody do it.
Did they find anything wrong with you?
No, this is just probably just some cracked ribs. I don't remember what they said. I was mainly sleeping.
Oh, that can't feel good, man.
No, it's not.
No. Hey, because you're in here right now, you know, I had talked to you on scene, and I told you, you know, you're being cooperative, so I said, hey, I'll talk to you again. You know what I mean? Definitely give you a fair chance. You're not going to get a raw deal in this whole thing. You have the right to remain silent. Anything say can be used against your court of law. You have the right to present attorney such prior question with the attorney question so desire. If you cannot afford one, you have the right to attorney pointing to you prior question. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you personally ever go into Kmart?
No, I did not.
Okay, not
I
at all.
never once stepped foot on the property at all.
Okay, that's really what I wanted to make sure. Okay, because there's a lot of stuff gone, and I know you already know that, but there's a ton of stuff gone, and they're not happy.
Oh, yeah, I literally.
All right, how did you get talked into being the lookout for him?
When he was talking about it for a while, I didn't think he was really serious about it. But one night I was asleep on the bed, cause next to his room there's the other room that's in the middle.
Right.
I was sleeping on the floor, and he told me he woke me up and he gave me a cigarette. He says, "Hey, let's go for a ride." We got in the truck, we went for a ride. We came into town. We drove down to Raymar, went up Raymar, up towards Silver Creek, and then came back around up off of, I don't know what street it is, but eventually we made our way back to Kmart and to McDonald's. So we got a hamburger. We sat there.
Did you guys go through the drive-thru or inside?
Yeah, we went to the drive-thru.
Okay.
And we got a hamburger, and then we came back around, parked where he was facing the Kmart. And he just kept saying, he says, "I think tonight's tonight. I think tonight's tonight." And I didn't know him for sure or not, but eventually he had me going, drive him up, where you go through up around that hill. That's right there was a shop.
It's Alta Vista, it's kind of a windy road that goes like that.
He had me drop him up halfway up that hill, and he walked back the rest of the way. And he had me on, he had two-way radios, and that's how we kept contact.
Okay. Where did you wait for him at?
I waited for him at the Carl's Jr. Well, I went to Carl's Jr. and I went to the CVS pharmacy.
Did you go inside?
I went to CVS, yes, and I went to the drive-thru at Carl's Jr.
Okay.
Did you buy anything at CVS or just kind of walk around just trying to waste
I
some
went in there
time?
and got 2 quarters for the newspaper. And put
Okay.
that out in the newspaper.
Where did he meet you at?
I finally met him where I dropped him off at, up around the hill.
Did he just get a hold of you on the radio?
Yeah, I kept asking because I'd lost contact with him. I said, "Hey, where you at? Where you want me to pick you up at?" He said, "Come and pick me up where you dropped me off at." And that's when I went around the corner. He had 2 big old duffel bags full of shit.
Oh, yeah. What about the a backpack? Did he have a backpack too?
He had 2 backpacks.
Well, I'll tell you what, the backpack in the truck, it's black with pink.
Yeah.
Was that taken from Kmart?
I think it was.
Okay. What about the computer inside? Do you know about the computer inside?
The computer, the little laptop?
Yeah.
As far as I know, that was his.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's had that for a while.
All right. Did you guys see the police pull up?
I never saw no police pull up.
Okay. About how long was he in there for?
He was in there for a good, to me it seemed like he was in there forever, but probably like a good 10, 15 minutes.
Okay. All right, so you're in Alta Vista, you drop him off, and you kind of go to Carl's Jr., you go to CVS, and he gets a hold of you on the 2-way radio.
Mm-hmm.
You go back up to Alta Vista, where you drop him off at.
It took him a while before he actually went inside the store because he was waiting up by the garden, the lawn and garden or whatever. He was waiting up there. I mean, just waiting for a good time to go up there.
Yeah.
When he went up there, he shot the window out with a slingshot and a fucking like a steel marble or steel BB or something.
Like those marbles that were in the truck?
They're about like that big around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when he shut the window, and it came. He said it came all down like a waterfall, and then he went back and he just waited until see what happened. You guys never came.
Yeah.
So he says, "All right, I'm going inside." And he went inside, he was in there for, I'd say, a good 10-15 minutes. And before I finally got contacted him again, and he said, come get him.
Do you remember what he was wearing that night?
He was wearing it was a dark coat, it was a black t-shirt, he had his mask, he had can't remember if he had his gray jeans on or not. He might have, yeah, I think he did have gray jeans on.
Did he have a hat on?
I don't know. Yeah, he did have a hat.
Do you remember what hat it was?
I think it was I think it might have been the Yankees hat. If it wasn't that one, it was the Colorado Rockies hat.
Okay. Do you remember what kind of hat it was?
What color was it?
I keep wanting to say it's the purple one. And with purple circle on, well, Colorado Rockies on it.
Right, they're purple and black. Do you remember what color the hat was?
Yeah, I think it was pinkish red.
I don't know anything.
That's the way it looked in the light.
Yeah. What did he say when he got back in the car?
He said, just drive, just go. And then that's when we went from there to the guy Charlie's house that buys all the gold and shit.
Did you guys sell some of the stuff, or did Joe
Yeah.
sell some of the stuff there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who this is?
That's Charles right there.
Okay. So you guys sold some. How much did Joe sell that night to him?
I think he got 1,600, or Joe was trying to get 2,000 on him. He wouldn't go for it.
Was it a pretty good chunk of rings that he gave to him for that 1,600?
There was fucking rings and earrings and I can't remember if there was any bracelets or not, but yeah, there was a pretty good sized pile there.
Do you know what he's gonna do with them now?
He takes them to some guy in Kingman that owns like a shop up there or something.
Okay. Do you know if he's gonna melt them or take them whole, or what he's gonna do?
That I do not know.
Okay.
I mean, when I would talk to Joe, I'd ask him, I said, well, where's all this shit going? He says, well, he's being shipped back east or whatever to some plant or whatever, and it's being melted down. And that's as far as I know.
That sounds like one of those capture gold things where they send you an envelope and you put it in the envelope and mail it to him.
Well, he's from New York.
Yeah. How long did you guys stay at his house that night?
But this guy's out?
Yeah.
Ooh, we were there for a good...
Cause that was what, like 3:30 in the morning?
Yeah, it was around 3:30, 4 o'clock. It was just... By the time Joe was done dealing with Charles, it was just starting to get daylight. And we called a cab.
Okay.
A cab from there, fucking...
From Charles'
No,
house?
we didn't take a cab from Charles' place. We took Joe's truck to Smith's on Hancock,
Yeah.
dropped it off, called the cab, took a cab across the river.
Do you remember what cab company you called?
It was 754 Ride, whatever one that one is, Bullhead Taxi, I think.
I think it might be Bullhead Taxi. And then did you guys stay across the river that night?
We didn't get over there until, yeah, we did. We got over we stayed at the River Palms. And we were there, we didn't spend actually the whole night, we just stayed there most of the day, and then we came back across the river over here.
Did you guys take a cab back from the River Palms again, back to Smith's?
Yep.
Same thing, 754 ride?
No, we took a Lucky Cab.
Okay.
Did you lose all the money over there?
No. We got a room, we ate a little bit, and then went from there. He gambled a little bit, and he still had pretty much most of his money left when we came back across.
Okay. Do you use the cards when you play so you get the bennies?
Yeah,
Players' cards?
I do. I mean,
Did he?
I don't know if he does. I don't think he does at all.
Okay. And then after you grab Lucky's and come back, what'd you do then?
When we came back, got his truck after being over there, and then came back over here to this guy's house and got more money.
Oh, so you sold him some more then?
Yeah.
Okay. How much more at that time?
This would be this time, so I mean, I think he got another like 400 because he didn't have that much cash on him. He had to wait a couple days, and that's when he was meeting him today.
And how much did he get today?
Well, as far as I know, he was supposed to be getting 6,000. I mean, that's because this guy had to go to Kingman, take the jewelry to him, to that guy, and then that guy had to pay him, and then he had to come back down and give him the money.
After you come back and got the truck, you went down to Charlie's house, or Charles, then what?
We went from Charles's back to his mom's house,
Then what?
and then we've been out there mainly all day. Well, I've been out there all day yesterday and today.
Okay, now, I thought that it was a big job, that it was melted down, that you sold him today.
No,
Did
no,
you
we
meet
didn't sell
Charles
him
today?
nothing today.
Did you
No,
meet?
he met him today.
Oh, dude.
Winter Schnitzel, because that's where he's supposed to. He's been waiting since yesterday morning to get the 6,000 for what he gave him yesterday, because he only had like a couple $100.
Okay, now, where's the bags?
I don't know where the bags are.
When you with him, when he got to his mother's, didn't he still have them?
Well, before all this happened, all of the raid and all that shit, he came in. I was getting my bag because I knew it was time for me to go because there was too much shit going on that, you know, I'm going to catch more charges. Well, in the meantime, his mom comes in, tells him that the cops might be coming because one of their friends wrecked in a fence that was behind their place back there. So they said they're calling the cops because this guy wrecked into their fence and he stole some shit out of their yard or whatever. So they were going to call the cops. So that's when we all loaded up. I got my bag. By the time I got out to the truck, I was already out there. He already buried the bag or whatever. He said he buried the bag.
Okay, but where?
I had no idea.
Did you see him come out of the house?
I never seen him come out of the house.
And so,
He was already out when I came out and I came to the truck, put my bag in the back behind the seat. Betty got in, and we all loaded up, and we were going out.
okay, but where did he come from?
He came from inside the house,
Inside?
from his trailer.
So you don't think he buried anything in the yard?
I don't know if he could have or not. He could have before I came out there, but I mean,
Well, yeah, but now you was with him from when you stole the stuff until
I'm not around him constantly because I mean,
yeah, but you was at the house
Yeah.
all the time. So did you ever know? Do you think that it's hid inside the house somewhere? Then
it could be.
that's what you
I
think.
mean, he's got all kinds of shit. I mean, he has stash spots that he doesn't even remember.
Where though? Tell me some of them.
I don't know where none of his stash spots are. He usually keeps them. He has stash spots. You wouldn't even think it's a stash spot. I mean, it's just like maybe like a cardboard box that has some clothes in it or whatever. And he'll just pick a box or whatever and then reach in there, grab it, and then he'll pull out like a bag of something.
Okay.
I mean, who
So
knows what
you
he could
first
do.
personally, now did he keep most of it around his room or was he all through the house?
From the camera, I think he had that in one bag right next to him,
In the house.
inside the house.
And when you left, it was still there?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know that he so, and when you got outside, he was still inside the house, so that bag's probably in the house, in one of his stash places.
Yep.
That's what you believe.
I remember him because I asked Joe. I said, "What were we doing?" He says, "Well, we're gonna go because I gotta go and meet Charles." And, at first, we had to meet him at the RV.
Right.
Well, come to find out that he calls and finds out that Charles ain't even left yet.
Okay.
And then when find out he hasn't left yet, he says, "Well, we gotta meet him at Wiener Schnitzel."
Yeah.
He meets him at Wiener Schnitzel, and then I did. Well, when the cops searched him, he didn't have the money on him.
Yeah, he
we
did.
were supposed to meet him and
We
get
found
$6,000.
money on him. 900.
Oh, well, he was supposed to get a lot more than that.
Well, he didn't have that on him. Maybe he did. I don't know.
But when we got in the truck, when I left the trailer, I seen him have the backpack on his shoulder. But I don't know what he did with it from there.
Now, there was a
There-
backpack behind the seat,
There's,
a black and pink one.
that's one.
Well, that didn't have no
There was
jewelry.
no jewelry in it.
Well, there was jewelry, but nowhere near how much he took.
I don't know, man. He said he buried most of it in the yard. But, and,
He said
He's-
he buried it in the yard.
yep. He says, I need it. Because that's why we were coming back to the house. Because, I guess Charles wants bracelets or whatever.
Mhm.
He says, well, I gotta come back and get some bracelets. He says, but I gotta go in the yard and get them because I buried them.
But he didn't say where. So
He
you
didn't
think
say
the
where.
stuff's in the yard, not in the house?
It could be in the yard, it could be in the house. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But he's told it. Other people have told me that he's buried shit in the yard before too, and that he's.
You've never seen him dig anything up out
I've
there?
never seen him dig a hole.
Okay. Now, did Joe ever tell you that he's ever been to Kmart before and it broke into it?
He's never said anything like that to me.
Okay. I mean, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Anything else he's ever talked about?
They used to talk about the storage units and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's like old stuff before.
Yeah. Now, what about after you got it? So his main fence is Charles.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he sells most of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you come back, you go meet Charles. Charles wanted more, so he was headed back to the house to get some more when we showed up.
Yeah. That's when I looked in the mirror and saw that there was a cop behind us, and he didn't know if he knew that the cops were there for him. I mean,
Okay.
I knew too. But he was like, no, I don't know if they're here for me. And as he's turning left onto the Pasadena to go to his house, they're right there up on him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when he kept going until he got to the house.
Okay. Yeah.
He knew they were after me.
Wouldn't stop. Do you need a drink or anything? You're okay.
I really do need to drink water. I'm really dehydrated.
Okay. Well, hang tight because I have to go in there to get it.
Okay.
You gonna be okay? The doctors say you're okay. You're
Yeah,
just
I'm alright.
bruised up.
It's just, yeah.
Hard to
sore.
breathe. Okay, well, let me grab you a cup. I'll be right back.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. Okay, hang tight for a minute. I'll be right back. Just a little more. Okay, now, where did you park in Smith's when you left the truck there?
Where did we park?
Yeah,
More towards the gas station,
bank.
the bank.
Okay, when you pulled into Smith's, which driveway did you come in?
I believe we came in through where the gas pumps are.
Okay, and that was just starting to get daylight, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just so in my own mind, after you dropped him off, you went to Carl's Jr. and went through the drive-through. What'd you buy?
I bought a spicy chicken sandwich. I mean, I didn't go straight from dropping them off to the Carl's Jr. I mean, at first, he wanted me to go, I think I dropped him off, went down to Raymar, came back up Raymart up to the Highway 95 and came up to CVS. And I was just gonna sit in the parking lot there, but I started getting nervous because the security guy was cruised by there and they just parked there and he was just sitting there looking at me. So I started getting fucking paranoid and I was like, well, I ain't staying here. So I left from there and went to Carl's Jr., got a sandwich and sat there for a good, probably about an hour, hour and a half, sitting there in the parking lot.
Okay, but who sat and looked at you?
One of the security guys that drives
okay.
with a little flashing light on top.
Yeah, that's it. I thought they were at Walmart. They're there too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They
okay.
might control that whole shopping center there.
Yeah. All right, so then you go to Carl Jr.'s, you get that, but I thought you said you went inside of CVS.
Well, I went to CVS too. I drove back and forth because I didn't want to sit, because I have no driver's license. Here it is like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm
suspicious.
scouting from parole.
Yeah.
And I don't want to avoid any fucking cop.
And then your
that
buddy's
can.
breaking into
And,
Kmart.
I got all,
You have a lot going on in your head right there.
I
Yeah.
would say that would be
Yeah, I
kind of a
mean-
nervous morning myself.
But yeah, I went inside. One time I went inside, and I just went in, looked at some of the vitamins in there, and I came back out.
Okay, now, but when Joe come out, he had 2 bags, and when he come into the truck, he only had 1.
From doing the store?
From when he done Kmart, he had 2 big bags, you said.
Yeah, he had 2. Yeah.
Okay, but when he come out of the house for you guys to leave to go meet Charles,
Yeah,
he had
today.
1, right?
Today? Yeah.
But you never did see him outside of the house in the yard anywhere.
I couldn't say. Well, he could have because I'm also there visiting the girl that was there, Sandra. She has her
Okay.
own little room that's up there in
Yeah.
the front. I can't keep an eye on Joe the whole time, but no, he.
As far as you know, though, he never left the house.
As far as I know, he never left the house.
And so when you guys left, he came out of the house, or was he in the yard?
When we were leaving,
Mm-hmm.
I was already out. I took my bag out. Betty was already out there, and he
Right.
was talking to his brother, and I believe he came out of his trailer, his mom's trailer,
Yeah.
and that's when he only had the 1 backpack. And then when we went and met Charles, he told me, he says, well, we got to go back to the house and get some more bracelets or something because Charles wants bracelets. But he says, but it's going to take me a minute because I got to go and unbury it because I buried it in the yard.
Okay.
He
Now,
never told me where.
what was your cut of this whole deal?
It wasn't really no set cut. I mean, I
Okay,
was
but
just.
he was supposed to give you stuff. I know you gave Betty some jewelry,
Who did?
didn't you?
No, I didn't give her no.
Oh,
jewelry.
okay. So
Oh yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about. The 3 little thin bracelets, yeah.
yeah, and they
Right.
were from this Kmart deal.
No, yeah, that was yes.
So how was you going to get a share of this, or was Joe just going to give you some whenever he felt like it?
I guess that's what he was figuring, and that's what I was figuring.
He
Yeah,
never
at
did
least-
say.
I mean, we never discussed. Well, okay, well, what are we gonna get? I mean,
Right.
What
You
do
didn't
I
say
get out
you
of
get 30%. I
Yeah.
get. But like when you guys went and saw Charles that night and he got 1,600,
Mhm.
did he at least kick you down some cash in your pocket?
When we went across the river, we got a room, and then at first he gave me $20, and then he gave me $100. So I total amount of money that I got out of this is probably maybe $200, maybe $300.
Okay.
But it wasn't no set like, okay, we'll do this, you're gonna get this much, whatever, however much I
Right.
get.
What room did you stay in?
Oh, we stayed at the River Palms.
Yeah, what room? Number
1602.
1602?
Yes.
Okay, well, can you think of anything else?
No, unless. Do you know anybody else the stuff's been sold to, man, besides Charles?
Sold some stolen shit now. He only mainly deals with this guy right here.
Okay. How many times? I know you guys went over there that first night right after Kmart.
Mm.
And then obviously today you guys met him. Did you guys see him any other time in between those 2 dates?
Yeah.
Between Kmart and between today that you met with him? Oh yeah?
You went twice that morning, correct? Went before you went to the river and you went when
Yeah.
you got back.
Also,
Yeah.
Charles got a good chunk then
Yeah.
of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine.
When we first got there,
Did you guys tell Charles where he came from?
no.
Do you think?
I mean-
do you think he knows?
I'm pretty sure he probably knows now. I mean,
Right.
if you don't, you got pretty.
Did he
you got
ask where he
pretty
came from?
I can't remember if he did or not, but even if he did, Joe wouldn't have said nothing.
We just gotta know where that this is stolen stuff.
Yeah.
Because he paid you a tenth of what it's worth, right? If that. Huh? That's
All right.
I got.
Well, I'll tell you, we're gonna go through some stuff. If we have any other questions, we'll come back and talk to you, okay? I can't thank you enough for being cooperative and telling us your point of view. Because without it, you know, it's a big mess between you two. We need to know who's responsible for what. You know what I mean? So I think you clear up a lot of things for us as far as what your involvement was and what his was.
Yeah, we do appreciate you
I
being
never once
decent.
stepped on Kmart property, but you know, I did have involvement with it.
Yeah, as far as the lookout and driving him away.
Yeah.
Oh, did he give you some jewelry? Is that how you gave it to Betty?
Well, I was going through. It was like a thick, like sheet that was like sealed.
Uh-huh.
But there was like a stack of them like that. They had like real thin chains, real thin bracelets in them.
Oh, okay.
Well, he asked me to take them all out and then take the tags off of them and just.
Oh, what'd you guys do with the tags?
But they burned them all in his brother's burn thing out there at his house.
Oh, okay, so all the tags are burnt. Does his brother know what you guys are up to?
Yeah.
Did you guys know? I mean, you guys did Kmart or?
He, I'm pretty sure he does. He knows about others.
Does he generally get a cut of what Joe's up to or get involved somehow?
Because he's always fucking yelling at his brothers. You need to start fucking pitching around here. Fucking all you do is sleep and you don't do shit. You're doing steal and fucking all this.
Did you see you burning the tags?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, let me let you go in there and get some rest, and then we'll go through some of the paperwork. If we have any other questions, we'll come back and talk to you.
Okay.
Fair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How's your water? Still good?
Yeah. Is there a way I can get a smoke?
Yeah. Let's walk in. We got any? It depends if we can find one. We don't
I
smoke.
mean, I'm really dying for a cigarette, man.
Yeah. Let me put you in there. You get some water, relax for a second. I'll see if I can find you a cigarette, and then we'll take you outside and you
I
can have a
really
cigarette.
appreciate it. I'll help you guys out.